Hello, everybody. Welcome to our new course in English language teaching for first year secondary stage. Our videos will be concentrated on writing skills involved in your coursework Traveler 1. Let's start with Unit 1 Youth Culture. In this unit, we will deal with writing skills about a short text presenting yourself. This is the page from your coursebook, okay? But let's start with our learning objectives. Why do we learn such lesson? To identify purpose, audience, and stylistic features of a yearbook entry presenting oneself. To help students organize their ideas. To give students practice in writing a presentation of themselves. Start with the word yearbook. What's a yearbook? A yearbook, as you see in this picture, is a book published by some schools every year. In it, one can find entries by students, photos, and texts which cover a variety of topics concerning student life. So in this book, each student writes about his life, his interests, his favorite subjects, his favorite colors, his life in general. He can write anything. Why? Because all students can read it later. His parents, his friends, his classmates. So now let's see a sample of a yearbook and an entry of Abdullah. Read a student's entry in his school's yearbook and answer the questions. My name is Abdullah and I am an 18-year-old Saudi student. I can't believe school is over. Now it's time to get ready for university and I can't wait. I will study engineering at the University of Bristol in England. My Greek friend John will also study in Bristol, so he's going to be my flatmate because I don't like being alone. We are both looking for someone to share the expenses with. I'm a big fan of sports, especially football. So my friends and I practice 3 times a week. I'm into reading and going for walks in my free time. Another thing I'm interested in is poetry. So I recently joined a poetry group. I think my poems are nice and I'm improving. I usually study for my classes in the afternoon or late at night, but I always get up early. Now let's see some questions related to this entry. Number 1. Who's writing this entry? Who's writing it? Oh, the writer is Abdullah. His name is here because he said, my name is Abdullah. Okay. The next question is, who is going to read it? This entry will be in the school's yearbook. So, he's going to read it. Yeah, yes, his classmates, his friends, his colleagues. That's good. What words does the writer use to link his ideas? So, the writer here, Abdullah, used some words to make his writing, to make his entry good a good writing text. He uses some words like and my name is Abdullah and I am an 18-year-old Saudi student. So he joined the two sentences using the word and. Another word he used the word so. My Greek friend John will also study in Bristol, so he's going to be my flatmate. He used the word so to link this sentence with the second sentence, he's going to be my flatmate, because here he is going to be my flatmate is a result. Okay. Also used the word because I don't like being alone. Okay. Why is he going to be his flatmate? Because he doesn't like being alone, because Abdullah doesn't like to be alone or to live with himself in a flat. So the word because here is used to express the reason why. It is used to answer the word why. I say because. Another word he used to link the sentences or link his ideas, the word but. I usually study for my classes in the afternoon or late at night, but I always get up early. But it is used to make contrast, to express contrast. I usually study for my classes in the afternoon or late at night. He studies his lessons at night, but I always get up early. Okay? So it expresses contrast. Let's see the answers written here. Who is writing this entry? Abdullah, a student at the University of Bristol. Who is going to read it? His schoolmates, the students at the University of Bristol. What words does the writer use to link his ideas? Linking words like and, also, because, so, or but. Imagine that you have decided to write something similar. Okay? Imagine you are Abdullah and you are going to write something similar about yourself. Take which of the following you would include. These are the topics, okay, the items you have. Which ones you're going to use to write about yourself? Are you going to use to talk about your name, age, interests, your life story, where your parents live, what you did last week, where you're going, what you're studying, things you don't like? So you can choose all of them or some of them. It's up to you. When you write about yourself, you can write about the things you prefer, the things you like. You can talk about your name, age, interests. You can add another thing. You can talk about your life story. You can talk about where your parents live. So please decide which of these you're going to include in your entry or your text. The next point is when writing a paragraph presenting yourself. Okay? When You are going to write about yourself. So you are going to write a paragraph. This paragraph has sentences. Number one, when you write a paragraph, include only relevant information. Okay? So when you are talking about yourself, just write about yourself. You're going to write about your interests, write about them. Don't write about another one, another person, another student. Just talk about yourself. Use the appropriate tenses. Okay? You are talking in the present, so we used the present simple, the present continuous. You tell your friends about something in the past. Use the past simple. Use the present simple for routines, the things you do every day, every week. Okay, you use the present simple. The present progressive for temporary situations. You use present progressive or present continuous to talk about actions which happen now or nowadays. So you use present progressive, which you add ing to the verbs. The past simple for past events. Use the past simple when some verbs we add to them ed, like played, visited. Let's see how to link ideas using linking ideas words. Link your ideas, use and to join similar ideas, but to join two opposite ideas, so to express result, consequence, because to show a reason, why, or to show alternative. Let's see some examples to know the difference between these words. Examples: I live in a flat with my parents and my brother James. The two sentences are similar. I live in a flat with my parents and my brother James. So similar things, parents and brother James. I live in a flat, but my friend lives in a house. Different sentences, flat and a house. I live in a flat, but my friend lives in a house. The next sentence, my parents get home at 7 o'clock, so I cook dinner. They are back to house or to home late, so I cook dinner. Cook dinner is the result. Yasser was absent today because he has a headache. Why was Yasser absent today? Because he has a headache. This is the reason he has a headache. The last sentence is, after dinner, I watch TV or listen to the radio. Watch TV or listen to the radio. So this is an alternative. The radio, alternative to the TV. Linking word in the text. Let's see the linking words we had in this text. The word and here, my name is Abdullah and I am 18-year-old Saudi student. Now it's time to get ready for university and I can't wait. The word and, similar ideas. The word so, my Greek friend John will also study in Bristol, so he's going to be my flatmate. So it's followed by a result. The word because is followed by a reason. because I don't like being alone. Another example for so and or. I usually study for my classes in the afternoon or late at night. So here I have an alternative. Another thing in the afternoon or late at night. But I always get up early. But next thing about a writing task. Activity A. Now write an entry for your school's yearbook. So now you are going to write an entry for your school's yearbook and say a few things about yourself. You can talk about your name, interests, age, things you don't like, what you're studying. So please try to write an entry for your school's yearbook using these key items or key ideas. Okay, you can use all of them or some of them. It's up to you. The activity B, expand on the ideas you have taken in activity A. Your reply should be between 80 to 100 words. Okay, now you have these items you write for your entry or for your school's yearbook about your name, interests, age, things you don't like, what you are studying. So you will change or rewrite these texts into a paragraph about 80 to 100 words. So please try to write this paragraph about yourself, about these items, all of them you can write, or some of them, it's up to you, and write it and get ready to show it to your teacher. As in the class, we'll write something similar to it inside the class with your classmates. Thank you very much for listening and watching this video, and we will meet again in another new video. Goodbye.